The other day it was Sunday morning, and I saw a listing on Facebook Marketplace for some free shelving units, or I mean, it's like a shelving system. It's a kind where there's one rail that goes across the top of your wall, and then you hang these standards on it, and then you have brackets that slide into the standards, and it's very simple to put up. You don't have to put a million screws. And I've been looking for something like this for a little while, but they're pretty expensive. Like for the setup that I'm looking for, I would be spending like $250 to $350 maybe. So somebody posted this on Facebook. They said, if you can come and take them down and fill the holes, the screw holes, you can have these. So I messaged this person and I said, I'm just a few minutes away. And she said, well, come and get them. So my wife said, this person's going to ask you to paint the walls once you get there. If they want you to spackle it, they're probably going to want you to paint too. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not bringing any paint with me or anything, but I got about halfway there and she messaged me on Facebook and said, if you happen to have a paintbrush, you could paint the wall while you're here. And so I stopped at the dollar store and just bought a paintbrush. So really, she just wanted me to paint behind the bracket. So her landlord took all the shelves down, the standards and everything, but he left the bracket on the top, and it was driving her crazy. Like, she only has lived there for a month, and she asked the landlord about it. And he said, I don't really want these shelves, so if you can find somebody to come and take that thing down, then you can just give them away or whatever. So that's what happened. I took the bracket down. I filled all the holes. I was probably there 40 minutes, maybe. I did bring a paintbrush, but I told her I can't paint this because, you have to let the spackle dry. So she said, oh, I could take care of it. And I was advising her a little bit, you're going to have to get some sandpaper and smooth this out and then whatever. So I have these shelves now. I brought them home Sunday. And my plan is to put them here on the wall where I have all of these hats right now. I have all these hats. I just put like one staple with a ribbon and then hung the hats with binder clips. I've got a whole bucket full of binder clips right here, so they're all just holding up there that way, and it's been working out okay. But it doesn't really maximize the space that well. So I'm going to take all those hats down and put something behind this door. I bought something like a rack. It's like a shelf, sort of a shelf thing that's specifically made for hanging hats behind the door. So I'm going to put that there. It says it can hold 76 hats. I don't have any idea how many are there, but I don't think there's 76. So I don't know when I'm going to do that. I wasn't feeling that well this morning, so I took the day off of work. And I think I might take the day off tomorrow as well. Like I'm already on a roll of not doing anything, so I might as well do that. I did get the promised work done, the outside of work. I finished that today, so at least I've got something. At least I accomplished something for my day job. But I think I might take the day off tomorrow and then just spend the day working down here, just organizing and cleaning and getting things set up. And I do have some things I need to get listed, so I should do that as well. But tonight, I only have one order, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time packing tonight. But I will do a little bit of inventory, and I'm going to show you the pins, the buttons that I made, so that you can, if you buy something from my shop, I'll send you a button. So I'll talk about that in a little bit. But right now, let's pull at least one box and do some inventory so we can get that project a little bit closer to done. So yeah, I started cranking out these little pins. They're little 1-inch pins that I'm going to give away to any viewers who buy something from my shop. So I started to go overboard, and I thought I better slow down on this. I don't even know if anybody's going to even want one of these. But I've got one with the Hot Lunch logo for my shop, and then one with my dog Pineapple on it. So if you buy something, if you watch a video and then you buy something from my shop and you leave a buyer's note that says you came from YouTube or that you saw the video on YouTube, I'll include a pin. Yeah, I didn't make too many because who knows? I probably could have made like 1,000 of these. It's kind of fun to make them, but I decided to slow it down a little bit, and I probably made 25 or 30 of each one, so they might be limited edition. Okay, I'm gonna grab one box down here and we'll see what's in it and then do a little bit of inventory. I think I might move some of these around because I'm trying to clear out these boxes for different kind of stuff. So right now, the bottom couple of rows over there have clothes, and I want to try to get all the clothes into these bins. So right now I'm gonna not put everything back in here. I'm gonna go to eBay and go to my active listings, and then I'm gonna search for the location number, which I keep in my custom SKU field, W1A, and then we'll see if there's anything there. And there is. So let's see, this says there are 9 items. I think there's probably more than that in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's 9. So yeah, that's right. So I'm gonna try to get those put into a bin after we're done with the video tonight. So let's go through and make sure we got the right things. So this is a Nikola Vucevic Chicago Bulls jersey. This was like a giveaway promotional jersey, so it's not worth much. Right now I have it listed for $19.99. It's been there since June of last year, so I'm going to drop this down to $16.99 and we'll see if somebody buys it. Okay, there should be a Built to Spill t-shirt. This should have sold. I have it listed for $35. It's been listed since August of last year, over a year, so let's drop it to $29. I thought this was going to be a pretty rare shirt. I think I saw some that sold in the $50 range, so I'm not sure why that didn't go. Okay, number 13 is a pair, 12. Okay, so it's not here. I've got some wrong numbers. Right now this says 15. These are for all mankind. I'm gonna put that aside. It's probably these. Well, let's find out. This says 15, but in my notes I have 13. So the only thing I can do is look closer at this and see if it's the right one. That's the right tag. That's the right tag. That's the right pocket. I think this is right. I just put the wrong number. I probably should open these and just be 100% sure. So I'm going to try to take this off carefully so I can reuse that sticker. Let's look. Okay, boot cut. Yeah, this is the right one. I just have to change the number on this. So I put 13 in the custom SKU field, but it's actually 15. So let's change that right now. And this has been listed as far back as 2023. I guess for all mankind jeans have lost their value. So I've got them $26.99. These are 2 years old. I'm gonna put $19.99 and see if that helps. So back in the box for now. Men's Levi's 501s. This is number 14. Yes, these are black. That's right. They've probably been listed since 2023 too. I have those listed for $32.99. What did I pay for these? I paid $12 for these? Well, I'm going to lower the price to $24.99 and see if somebody will buy them. All right, next up, 12. These are more for all mankind jeans. I got listed for $38. Let's drop that to $29.99. Submit. Put it back in there. Get it out of the way. Rodrigo y Gabriel. I think this is a musical group, Mexican musical group, or Hispanic, I guess. I've had this for a long time too, 2023. Right now it's listed at $15.99. I'm going to try something different here. I'm going to put $19.99 and see what happens. I'm going to end and relist all of these tonight so that maybe they'll get a little bit of a boost. Green Royal Soccer football jacket. This one says 13 this one says 13. So this is number 13. This doesn't feel that old to me, but this is from 2023. Green Royal Soccer, Ancora Bologna, 1946, size XL. This is a good jacket. I'm going to raise the price on this and see if that causes anything to happen. I'm going from $19.99 to $24.99, and like I said, I'm going to end all of these and sell similar and try to get a little boost. This shirt, 21 Pilot shirt, number 183 is on the tag, $19.99. I'm going to leave that at that price. And then here, we're at the end of the summer where I live, so maybe I should consider lowering the price on these. It's 2 pairs of shorts, J. Crew denim shorts. These have been since September of last year, so a year old. I have them listed right now $29.99. I'm just gonna lower it to $24.99. Pretty sure I only paid $1 a piece for these. $2.21 I have as the cost of goods here. So those are all gonna get relisted. So I'm gonna hit this, select all, and then go to actions and hit end listings. Before I do that, I want to make sure I don't have anything already in my ended listings folder or whatever you call it, and I don't. Okay, so I'm going to end these 9 listings and I'm going to grab another box. We'll do 2 boxes tonight, and hopefully there's enough room in these totes. I feel like my new plan is going to be, don't buy any clothes if there's not room for it in one of those totes, because I don't want all these boxes full of clothing, and I don't really like listing clothing. So I'm going to try to limit myself to these 6 bins. One of them right here has stuffed animals in it already. So that's going to be dedicated to stuffed animals. So really it's going to be 5 bins, and that will give me, like, I'll have to open these bins every once in a while, see if they're empty or not. And then if I find an empty one, then I will allow myself to buy clothing. Otherwise, I'm going to skip it unless it's something exceptional. All right, let's go back to active listings. Now we're at W1, W1B. That's this box. It should have about the same number of items in it. Oh, it only has 7. Okay, vintage sweater. Is it this one? 73? 73. This is a vintage Sears and Roebuck sweater. So, you know, Sears went out of business a long time ago, so this is already, if this was new from when Sears existed, it would already be kind of vintage. But since it says Sears and Roebuck, I think it's even more vintage than that. I have that listed for $29.99. I had 2 of those. One was blue and one was green, and I sold the green one. But the blue one is still sitting here. $29.99 is going to be too high. I've had it listed since 2023, so I'm just going to do 19. Well, we are going into winter, so I'm going to do $24.99 and see what we can do with that. Okay, Popeye, this is number 21, $15.99. This is pretty old too. I do like this. I thought for sure somebody would buy this right away. It's like Popeye covered with tattoos. It says Savage. I guess that's the brand name. They must have licensed Popeye. So Popeye's going in there. There's a Lollapalooza t-shirt. This is from 2024 from January. $10.99. I can't get much cheaper than that, but I can make $9.99. So hopefully that'll go. These 2 shirts. This is a brand called Viella. How long have I had these? These have been since 2024, and I have them listed right now $68.99. They currently only have 2 views in the last 30 days. So let's see, what did I pay for these? $10. $68.99 must be too high for 2 dress shirts. I mean, I must have gotten that number from somewhere based on comps, but I'm going to lower this to 50 and see, maybe that'll do it. Smoke Rise. This is number 20. Smoke Rise brand men's jeans, 44 by 32. I have these listed for $47.99 since 2023. So what did I pay for these? $7. I can lower the price on this for sure. I'm going to go all the way down to $28.99. That's a number I can live with. Another 7 for All Mankind. I must have been on a 7 for All Mankind kick. These do have these nice pink embroidery on the pockets. $39.99. I paid $8 for these. $39.99. I'm gonna lower it to $29. Just lower these prices and get these things moving. And these I have had a lot of interest in. I never knew how to pronounce this. Marty Francois Gerbeau, something like that. French jeans. These are very weird, like capri jeans with strings hanging off the bottom. It's hard to take pictures of them. I have them listed for $70. And I have had a lot of interest in these, like many people watching them. This has had 37 views in the last month and 10 watchers. So I think I might just relist this. I might just change the price on this without relisting it, because some of those watchers might see that price change and go ahead and buy that. So I'm gonna end and relist all of them except that one. Actions and listings. So I'm not going to relist them right now because I'm going to try to shuffle things around and put them in different storage locations, and I don't want to subject you to that. So I'm going to just put these aside right now and then do that stuff after we're done with the one order that's getting packed tonight. So I'm going to grab that. It's some plates, and then we'll get that packed up and we'll be done for the night. So here we go. Okay, this is the only thing going out tonight. It's a set of 4 plates. These are Wedgwood. The pattern is called Empress. These are dinner plates there, so they're kind of big. But luckily I bought some boxes specifically for shipping dinner plates. You can see these are brand new. They still have the stickers on them. I'm not gonna take them out of this bubble wrap, but it has a nice pattern, like a blue pebble pattern around the edge. Sometime recently I started kind of semi pre-packaging plates, especially if they were going in bundles like that, like a set of 4. So there's a piece of cardboard in between each one, and then a few layers of bubble wrap in between each one to keep them from bumping up against each other. And I'm going to put more bubble wrap, and then I'm going to wrap it in cardboard a little bit. The buyer in the same buyer note where I'm suggesting you could tell me you saw a video on YouTube to get a free gift. This buyer left a note that says basically like, package this thing super carefully so they don't break in shipping, which I get it. I mean, that person has probably had a bad experience with some other buyers. I'm sure they have, but I'm gonna package it as carefully as I know how, so you don't really need to leave those kind of notes. The person who's gonna ship it to you poorly is gonna do it whether you ask them to do it nicely or not. So I'm gonna wrap the living crap out of this and then put it in a box with even more padding around it. And it's not gonna be a huge profit maker for me. I think I sold those for like $55. They probably have a $10 cost of goods, and I'll probably end up making $35 on these plates. So I've been doing very well this month, profit-wise. I think this weekend was probably the best weekend I had in my entire history of selling on eBay. And then today I just have this one sale, and it's only gonna bring in $35 or $40. So this is just how it goes, I guess. You know, I guess I was getting too excited about how well things were going this month, and I was talking about how if things keep going this way, this is going to be the best month I've ever had. And I should have kept my mouth shut, because the next day, of course, things start slowing down. So I'm not too worried about it. I don't know if it's going to stay this way, but hopefully not. Okay, I fixed my little wheel here the other day. Let's see if it works. This is the first time using it since then. Well, it's already coming undone, so I'm gonna have to get some Loctite or something on there, and it probably should get a, what do you call it? Washer. Probably needs a washer. That stayed. So I'm just trying to fold this so that I can go all around this box. I mean, this stack of plates with it. I want it to be, I don't always do this, but this person is concerned. So we'll go ahead and wrap these up with some cardboard. Normally I would wrap it with a good amount of bubble wrap and then put it in a box with plenty of paper all around it, which I'm still gonna do that. This is gonna get a lot of paper all the way around it. And I'm gonna also have this extra cardboard layer. It's not really, in her buyer's note, she asked for it to be double boxed, which I'm not going to fully double box these, but I will do this kind of wrap. I'm just using up scrap cardboard that I have here anyway, so might as well. And I think it will fit just fine in this box. Let me get this other scrap out of here, and then we'll go to this box. It's kind of a big one. These boxes are 15 by 15 by 4, and I bought them for, most of the dinner plates that I have are 12 inches around, so this 15-inch box gives, what, an inch and a half all the way around each plate. So if I put a plate right in the center in here, there should be plenty of padding around it to keep it from getting damaged. Let's see how deep this is. Yeah, good. So I'll get this all packed up, and then I'll buy the shipping label, and we'll figure out exactly how much profit we made. But I think it's gonna be, like I said, 35 or 40. Probably, let's just make a guess, it's gonna be $38 profit, and then We can be excited if we made a little more, or we can be disappointed we made a little less. So we'll find out in a few minutes. This part not too exciting, just stuff in paper. And where's my phone? I do have, okay, I did pay, okay, I paid $8.80 for these. I put the date that I bought them in 2023, which is accurate, but I probably didn't get them listed for over a year. But these have been listed for a while now. I guess they probably got listed. I probably have that in my spreadsheet. I know I have that in my spreadsheet. I'll look in a second after I get this paper done. So I've been doing a little bit of inventory, 1 or 2 boxes at a time. And then a couple of times Jessica's come and helped me. And it's a lot more fun doing it with a partner, and a lot more productive too. We've probably gotten through, I don't know if we've gotten through 25 or 30 boxes, but once we're done with boxes, then we're on to shelves. And that's going to be a little less easy to deal with, but it should be fine. But I am ending and relisting some things, and they are selling. You know, some of the stuff that I sold this month was stuff that I ended and relisted because I was doing the inventory on it. So I'm also changing prices, like you saw earlier. I'm also purging like things that have been listed for too long. Just decide enough's enough, and I'll just get rid of them. So, okay, we have 4 plates here. This is pretty heavy. Let's get this out of the way and we'll weigh it, and then we'll know where we're headed. 6 pounds. This is 7 pounds. This is 16 by 16 by 5. It's going to, I don't have to do this. I'm going to buy these labels on the phone, so I don't have to do this. I don't have to write all this stuff on here. Oh, I only charge 3 pounds shipping. Oof. And it's 7. This is going to cost me money. Okay, so no, it's going to be fine. Nah, it's not great. She paid $11.67 and I'm paying $14 for this label, but it's okay. We lose a couple of dollars here or there. That's how it goes, you know. Sometimes you make $1 or $2 on the shipping, and sometimes you lose $1 or $2. I think it's just washes itself out. Save the label. I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to print it with the with this printer, this Nelco printer. You have to use their printing app to print stuff. So it's a like one tiny step that's a little bit cumbersome, but it's not too bad. See how quickly it comes out now. So there we go. This plate is going out. These plates are going out tonight. Maybe I'll drop them off at the post office myself. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to go to work tomorrow. I do have a lot of sick days, and I also have to work this weekend. So there's some hours that are going to be that I'm going to have to make up. So I worked 4 hours tonight from home, so I will send that in tomorrow and make sure I get credit for those 4 hours. All right, did I put it here? I did. Wedgwood plates. Let's go back to the eBay app and see. Total cost was $13.93 for that shipping. 13.93. Whoops, I think I hear pineapple coming. 13.93. Enter. So we made $33. What did I say? 38. If it wasn't for that, if I hadn't underestimated the weight, we probably would have been $38. But right now, for today, total profit is $33.46. So this is by far the worst day of the month. I guess there was one day that was $39, but every other day has been closer to 200 or over 200. So yeah, I was hoping to keep that trend going, but here we got a bad day. So right now, average profit per day for the month of September is $163.94, and average profit per sale during September is $34.37. So not bad. I'm happy with that number still. So this day didn't hurt us too bad. And it is 9:45 right now, so we have plenty of time to make some more sales. And here comes Pineapple. Hey, bud. Oh, here's a little boy. He had a bath today. He got himself in some trouble outside and got a little dirty. So here he is. Pineapple, look here. Come here. Come here. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Here's a good boy. Pineapple. There he is. There's a good boy. Okay, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.